Adam sọ̀rọ̀ bí kú àdúrà mi o. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀rún nígbà tí ṣe kí ni mo nílò lọ. Ìwà mẹ́ta ni ẹ̀ ayé ọ̀dọ̀ àbọ̀rún lórí lọ́sàn àti àbẹ̀wò. Ẹ̀ẹ́dùn máa lè bàbá lọ́wọ́ ṣáájú mi. Alẹ́ kò sọ mí o. Òwúrọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Bàbá mi ṣe ọ̀nà ọ̀gá ìlú sáré. Ó fojú omi o, láti òkè wá o. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ, ẹni tó bá wù rẹ o, ṣàánú fún. Nínú àwọn òkè àtọ́tọ̀ tó fẹ́ ṣàánú fún. Elédùmarè ká mi lọ́wọ́ òun ló fẹ́ jẹ́ o. Òwúrọ̀ lọ. Má jẹ́ kó dọ̀sán. Má jẹ́ kó dọ̀lẹ́. Ọjọ́ alẹ́ mi sábà. Èyí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kìí kò ní lò. Ìdè tó bá sí mi lọ́dún. Má jẹ́ kó dọ̀sán. Ìdè tó bá sí mi lọ́dún. Má jẹ́ kó dọ̀lẹ́. Má jẹ́ kó fò mí ru, èmi lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kiri mọ̀ mí lọ. Bàbá. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for coming on my show again today. And good news, I still have Madam here. You guys can see. So it's going to be crazy again today. All right, good morning, Angel. Thank you very much. Christopher, God bless you. Chinedu, God bless you. Dr. Princess, God bless you. And thank you for coming on this episode with me again. It's going to be hot. Now we have Mama in the house and we are going to be discussing something very important. Sister, yesterday, Sholaja, how are you? Thank you very much. Daniel Gia, God bless you. Thank you very much for coming. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. I'm going to allow you guys to make phone calls in as we discuss this topic this morning. And I'm going to quickly just break down the story. And I want you to listen. Listen to the story because...
Good morning.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to greet your people. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining us again this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy this.
Sometimes if you don't allow our mama to greet people, there will be fire on the mountain. You know, we don't want fire on the mountain today. I believe you guys are able to hear us properly. If you can hear us properly, please, somebody give us a feedback real quick that you are able to hear us from here. You know, Israel, God bless you. Say good morning, First Lady.
Good morning, sir.
All right, so let's get to the business of today. I'm going to actually quickly just tell you this story, and I'm going to be responding to the people at the same time. This is the story. This couple, they have been married for some time, and along the line, something happened, and the marriage got turned upside down. And the lady said, I died 12 years ago. And when you're talking about, dying 12 years ago, it's not physical death. She died spiritually, emotionally, sexually. She died in all angle of stuff. They got married, 2 kids, but this guy is never home. He's always traveling, always walking. It seems like his job is more like his marriage. And he's trying to gather wealth to go to Africa, to build a mansion, and to live a good life and stuff. I don't see anything wrong with all of that kind of stuff, everything. So, but along the line, the lady, she was more like stuck in the house. She's the only one taking care of the kids. She's the one cleaning the house. She's the one cooking the meal. She's the one,
At the same time,
sleeping alone.
at the same
And
time,
and she's
working.
working.
Mm.
At the same time, she's working. All right. So along the line, 12 years after, she decided to go and find a very young guy. And she found a young guy who resurrected her, woke out, and they started dating on the background. And the younger guy was actually on point, doing what is right, supporting her, talking with her, rubbing her back, having sex with her, helping her to do certain things, even going to school to pick up the kids and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, and all kinds of stuff. So right now, the problem is now the husband found out that the woman is doing something, and now the case is on the table. How do we handle this?
Well, first of all, there is nothing wrong in working as a man to provide for your family and all that, but
Yeah.
you don't do all this at the expense of your family. Even back in the days while our fathers were the sole what do I call it now? They
Breadwinner.
are the sole provider. Yeah, they're the sole breadwinner in the family.
Yeah.
They did all these things, yet they have time for their family. So you see, it is this inordinate quest for money, for fame, for whatever that leads to this guy's whatever he was doing and all that. Okay, you're working so hard, going to Africa to build mansion and what not. At the end of the day, what is the essence of all this? The accumulation of wealth when your family, like I used to say, you don't know when you're going to die. So you're working 247.
Mm.
Your family, they don't enjoy you. I don't know if you enjoy yourself, with all these things you do. So at the end of the day, why are you doing all these things when your family cannot enjoy you?
Well,
So I want to say the man might have caused what happened, but you see, one other thing is that whenever we are going through stuff, as a woman or even as a man, we need to, talk to people, speak out.
Yeah.
So that maybe there could be help, from somewhere. And if you are now exhaust all avenue, that you can think of, and there is no positive result, then it could now result to maybe separation or divorce or whatever. But at least speak out first. Let people, though you have to take into consideration people that you talk to at the same time, but at least explore all the avenue, that you can think of that could help your family before you now step out, dating and all that. And I want to say that the woman.
Let me come in here. What do you guys mean? All right, I just want to come on with women. What do you guys mean when you say this person is not loving, not caring, not romantic? What do you mean by that? How do you break that down? Because so many of us men, we believe we're trying. We believe we're doing our best. All right? And you women will say, oh no, it's not romantic, it's not romantic, it's not this, it's not that,
Well, whoever you marry, you must have seen in that person before marriage, either that person is romantic or not. Though people could pretend and people could change. People could pretend and people could change. But then, when we're talking about caring, you know what is expected of you as a man. This woman, she has, gone to work, came back trying to, fix something to eat, and the kids are, making troubles and all that. As a woman, as a man in the house, you're supposed to help her on all these aspects. Okay, maybe she's in the kitchen, try and help her to look after the kids before she's done with whatever she's doing in the kitchen. But you see, when we say you're not caring, this same woman, she went to work as you did, and she came back trying to fix
I don't want us to go to this woman. I don't want us to go to this woman right now. We're going to go to the woman.
No, that's what I'm saying, that women generally,
yes,
that women generally, we go to work as you go to work. And when we came back, we're trying to fix something for the family to eat. And the children are, running about, disturbing her. As a man, as a caring man, you are supposed to step in and, calm the kids down and say, okay, let me take care of this aspect of, the family before your mom is gone. That is what we're saying when we say caring. And sometimes the woman, she's gone to work and she came back and she's like tired and all that. She can't even fix a meal for the family. As a caring man, you're supposed to say, okay, come on, just, sit down and relax. Let me do this for you. This is what we're talking about when we're saying you guys are not caring and all that. And when, the romantic part of it, it's not every day that you eat at home and all that. You can just say, okay, come on, let's eat out today, and all that. And all these little things that we women, that we count a lot. You guys should, keep doing this. And why we are dating, there are some things that you do. And at the end of the day, when we get married, you're not doing these things again.
Like what?
Like I said now, eating out, sometimes, and getting her a gift, it could be flour, it could be, something little to just say, I have you in my mind.
I understand.
Those are the things, those are the romantic part of what we're saying here.
We understand all this little stuff.
Yeah, the little stuff.
But you guys always,
it goes a long way.
Listen, you guys always put us in consideration, as in like our makeup. The way we think, the way we reason. Number one, it's not like we don't want to buy gifts. It's not like we don't want to buy gifts.
But what?
Sometimes you go to work, you're tired. You go to work, you're frustrated. You go to work, the bill is just outrageous. So many things going on. And inside of the mind of the man, we want to make sure that we are safe, the family is safe, bills are paid, and all kinds of stuff. So before we will even think about, let me buy rose flower, let me buy a ring, let me buy wristwatch and all kinds of stuff. Sometimes we get carried away trying to do the big stuff. And I understand that we need to loosen up a little bit to be able to do all of this stuff.
When we're talking about these things, we're talking about, the little things. It's not that you do it every day, but once in a while. We know you could be caught up in, thinking of how to settle the bills and all that. Yeah. But once in a while, then it doesn't necessarily mean, physical gifts and all that. Even, talking, relax in a relaxed atmosphere, watching the movie together and all that. Those are the little things. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get a physical gift, or whatever. But let that sense of belonging be there. Let us feel that we are loved. Those are the things.
Yeah, I get it. But there are certain things that women too do that, will push men away from doing those little things that you're talking about.
What are those things?
Yes, I'm going to be talking for the men here, okay. And sometimes you piss us off.
How?
In so many ways.
Yeah, so also you guys piss us off too sometimes.
I understand. We do.
Yeah, because for a man, we are bound to step on each other's toes.
Yes, we do. But you women don't. You hold on to those things
because of the way that we are wired.
We are wired too, the same way.
Yes,
in a different way.
Have to come to
when you do stuff. All right, let me use an example of sex.
Okay.
In the aspect of sex, the moment a woman is angry, if I'm angry, if I am angry, if Shola Adioye is angry, all right, come to me and say, let's come and have sex, and we jump on it.
Yeah, because you're a man, and that is why you're wired.
I will jump on it.
Yeah,
I will not be sex. I can be shouting and yelling in the living room and stuff. But whenever is now, sweetheart, let's go to the bedroom.
You know,
I am
with
on it.
women, when it comes to sex, it's not just on the periphery. It takes the whole of our being. And when you're not happy, like my people will say, pardon me, the non-Yoruba speaking audience, my people will say, when you're not happy, you're not happy, and there's nothing you can do about it until that phase is, passed. Then when things become normal again, if you're not happy, there's nothing you can do. You can't pretend about it. That's the way women are wired. That's it.
We are wired too. We rewire ourselves.
No,
we rewire ourselves. The issue is that women don't understand that sex to us is too important.
See, men, they can easily get aroused, but not the same with women. So that is why it's kind of difficult for us, to just, forget about being mad and all. No, we can't do that.
So see, the problem now is that when we as a man, if we get rejected with sex, we dabaru everything in the living room. That's what we do. We mess up everything in the living room. We dabaru everything because you are trying to protect. Okay, what if I told me to me? I'm not doing anything. So that's why you see some men, we just sit down with remote control and just be watching TV. And then you say, Shola, why don't you help me chop tomato? I say, tomato call. You know what I'm saying? And then I say, so that's what you don't pay up on this school.
You see, the thing is,
that's the stuff.
Thing is, okay, fine, she's mad. Get to the root of that madness. What happened in the first instance? Why is she mad? Then when you're able to, quench the fire, then everything becomes normal.
Most of the time, you don't even know why a woman is mad.
Then you ask her.
You ask her. Women will not. Everybody in the house, you guys know these things. Women
is very, very important.
You can never know why women are angry.
No.
Ask a woman and say, sweetheart, why are you angry? She was supposed to say, hey, you remember in 1946, this is happened.
Something must have triggered that. You must have done something presently that makes her to flash back.
Whenever we finish, whenever we have dealt with 1946, let 1946 remain in 1946 and let 2022 remain in 2022. So that you see, the issue is that when you call a woman to conversation and say, okay, let us talk, she will take you all the way back to 10, 20 years. And for women, I'm not even thinking about now. I'm thinking about tomorrow.
Somebody said, what? Thank you, Mama. You can't make me mad and want me in bed. No.
Yeah, don't worry. I cannot make me. But if I say sorry to you after making you mad, and stop.
Wait. Sorry. We process things differently. You can't just make me mad now and say sorry and you think everything is over like that. No.
I'm not saying it's over. At least we walk towards it. Then I will be able to perform and do my responsibility too. All right? You are taking care of me. I'm taking care of you. All right? For a man, that part of life is always very, very complicated. And at the end of the day, we understand that we're supposed to buy gifts, but I'm just driving and I see something. Oh, this is nice. I want to buy it for my wife. Then you just say, well, let me just go home. I just go and sleep and stuff like that. You see, we all need to work together to be able to make peace. And like I said, like that other woman now, I asked, have you been able to sit down to make your pain known to your husband?
That is the most important thing because she has, you see,
Pastor Zela, you are right. Pastor Zela, you are right. I have a supporters club. I am right. See.
Fine. What are you
supporters club is here.
What did you just say now?
Did they sit to talk about their pain?
Well, did they sit to talk about? If you are doing something wrong, you should know you are doing something wrong. Whoever is doing anything wrong should know that you are doing anything wrong. And at the same time, when you tell your action, you will know now. If you're doing something wrong, you will know. And as a family man, you should know that you have to have a time that you spend with your family. So if you're not doing this thing, then definitely you should know.
Yeah, but the mistake we men, the mistake we make is that we always make is that we are planning for tomorrow. We're planning
We
for tomorrow. We're
plan
planning
for tomorrow too.
Yeah, we know. But the issue is that if I'm planning for tomorrow and I'm gone, we're gone.
Mhm.
Your job as a woman is to come lie down with me on the bed and say, Shola, the kids are missing you. I've been trying to
For
keep
12
them.
years, you gone.
But the woman didn't talk to me about it. She didn't call me and say, okay,
Well,
this is the thing.
that is very, very important. Communication is very, very
It's the
key
key.
here.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, as a woman, you have to, talk things out
Mhm.
with your man or vice versa. But that was why I said that if all avenue has been explored
Yeah.
and no positive result,
Yeah.
then we cannot think about maybe separation or. And one other thing that I want to add is that you see, men, for the fact that you are, I'm talking to the women.
I am not supporting you today. This is me shallow. Don't support me. I don't need supporters club. I don't need supporter.
What I'm saying is that as a woman, you should know that man that you are dating right now,
Yeah.
it is because you are in your husband's house. That is why that guy is doing everything that he's doing to you. That is why he's trying to, outdo the other guy, so that you think that he's better off.
But at least
He might not even be better off.
I don't even want us to go to that part yet. That part is actually very dangerous part. And I want us to spend time to talk about that one. The one I want to talk about, I want us to break down right now, is the part where husband and wife should communicate.
Yeah,
Your pain.
communication
You see,
is
don't
key,
expect me. Don't expect me to know
my pain
what you're
without
going through.
well,
All right. Sometimes let me give you an example.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. Sometimes I see you, even you yourself. I see you just go. Maybe you're coming from somewhere. You just walk past me. And me, I'm actually sitting here watching TV. I'm expecting you to say, "Ekuleo, sweetheart, báwo ni o, mo bẹ̀ ra kíní ìbọ̀." Sometimes you do it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you by the door you get excited by the door and start talking and stuff. Sometimes you don't open the door and just go pew. Me, I will just say, I will just never go to the second. At the end of the day, you will be expecting me to now say, maybe something is wrong. Let me go and no. For me, I don't want to do that. I want you to come from outside when you're angry or something is bothering you and just sit with this so that you know what happened. This, and I will be able to know. I want a woman to sit with me, to talk with me, but you women always want a man to come and say,
You see, you have to be sensitive to your partner.
Yeah.
You know when she's happy and you know when she's not happy. And your duty as a man is to try and find out why she's doing what she's doing. You know her being, her thing, the way she does, on a normal day. So if there's any changes, whatsoever, you as the partner should try and find out, what the problem is and all that. Not that you think that, she's supposed to come and tell me what is wrong and all that. Like me, when I'm angry and the thing is so fresh, I don't want to talk to nobody. I want to process it because I know that my talking at that particular point in time might scatter everything. I might say what I'm not supposed to do. So that's why I just want to keep quiet, for a while and let everything cool down before I can say anything. And I don't know how it works for other people, but personally,
okay. You know me. That means I don't like suspense. I don't like suspense in my life. Now I get scared of suspense. When somebody says, "Shola, I saw Lola," Mama, Miss Lola, sort of lady. Talk to me today. Don't talk to me tomorrow. All right? Talk about very important. We got to talk about it today.
See, that is what I'm saying.
So when you don't tell me,
like you don't like suspense.
I don't.
And when I'm mad, I don't want to talk, and I don't want to tell you we need to talk, and it's not right now. So I have to keep quiet. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I have to keep quiet. So I'm ready.
You are keeping quiet, but at the same time you are reacting.
Well, I can't help it.
That's where it's killing me. That part is all killing me because I'm expecting my wife to still be my wife that is happy that I come to poke you and say, but the moment you say you are processing something, you shut down.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, I start brainstorming. I'll start now racking my head. like, okay, kilo shele, kilo motu shele, kilo shele, and this, and within that one day, I will lose weight. My appetite will disappear. I can't eat. I'll be having a headache. I'll be having diarrhea. I'll be having everything. I'm telling you, you'll be seeing me going to the bathroom all the time. And I say, so I don't want suspense.
Yeah, you might not want it, but
can we do this? Can we process it together?
No, you see, like I said, like for me, I have to process it, and at the end of the day, when I'm done processing it, I might not even talk about it because I have given it a thorough thought, and I felt like no, there's no point. Let me just move on.
Yeah.
And I am now giving whatever it is another opportunity. So at the end of the day, maybe you must have done this thing 3 times, and then that is when I just flare up that, oh no, I can't take it no more. So my shutting down is like, okay, maybe it's not the way I think this matter is. Let me just let it slide. And you are expecting me to say something. Yeah.
At least for me to clarify.
No.
Like okay, let me give an example. Maybe you call me. Just example. Maybe you called me on the phone, and instead of me saying Lola, I just said Tokumbo. And then I said, who's Tokumbo? But you didn't say anything first time. So let me wait for another time. Maybe you will do it again and stuff like that. And maybe mistakenly I did it again second time.
So who is Tokumbo? Yeah, that's called.
I didn't think you asked him the first day, who's Tokumbo? I said, oh my God, it's this girl I talk to every day. And her name is now in my head. It's not, and then we go clear it. But when you want to allow me to make the same mistake and fall 2-3 times, that's too long.
Yeah,
even if I'm actually doing some hide and seek with Tokumbo, the first time you're supposed to actually tell me, I will just quickly disconnect and come back home.
No, you see.
But you want me to get lost totally 3 times.
You want to be sure because like it could happen to anybody. You'll be like, okay, maybe nothing much. You don't want to just jump into conclusion. But when it becomes 2-3 times, man, what are you doing with Tokumbo? Why must you call me Tokumbo?
All right, we get that. The issue is just that to balance up things as we move further, is that I believe husband and wife should walk. It's a kind of a process that we must walk. You have to leave your comfort zone. I must leave my comfort zone. You love to process things for days. I don't like suspense. I like eat me, punch me one time. Let's deal with this stuff one time. All right. So if it's going to be possible for the two of us to actually process things together, as in like something that you feel like you want to discuss, do the process it as fast as possible. Or probably just don't show anything, don't react when you come home as you're doing it. Because if you react, I will know you are reacting. And when I know you are reacting, the next thing I want to start doing is start thinking. And when I start thinking, maybe the issue is actually something tiny. All right? It's possible for me to have been thinking and I want to just kill myself. I don't like this stuff. So we're supposed to work together. Probably every time something happens, do your processing within some few hours. And then eat me.
You don't have power over that. You can't say you want to process things within a few hours.
You have to
explore everything.
All right. So what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? We want me to, when you are reacting and you're doing your detective, whatever, FBI is thinking and doing what you need to do and all kinds of stuff. Me, I should just continue to just enjoy myself and just sojourn, right? It doesn't work that way. You are punishing me. You're punishing me. All right, you're punishing me at that moment, and then if you're processing
what
time,
you want me to do is to pretend that all is well.
No, I don't want you to pretend all is well. Yeah. What I want you to do is to hit me.
But that's not my way. That's not me.
Just hit
I don't hit you just like that. I need to get my facts right.
Like me, you see, like me. Whenever something happened, it's okay. The other day, I also this is example very funny. The other day somebody sent a picture of a child to me. And I said that my processing, I was like, this almost job of family you are. I was like, I was just thinking within 30 minutes, I processed everything. And within that 30 minutes, I walked straight to the bedroom to you. And I said, you know what happened? And you are the one that now actually got me thinking, say, look, baby, hello, I could not think towards that direction. All right. So it was within some time I was able to process a little bit, and I moved to.
You see,
To tell
you
you.
are different. You are different. You don't expect me to process things the way you process things. We are different.
Okay, I will continue to suffer when you are happy. You know, but me too, I'm going to look for something to do to get you back. All right.
Yeah,
Christopher is delaying. Christopher has dumped me. Christopher has dumped me. He's no longer. He's not supporting me.
You can analyze the time. Yeah, you can analyze the time a woman uses to process.
Yeah, but you want a man to suffer for the 3 days you are trying to process, or the 10 years you're trying to process. That's okay. Now, this woman now, she complained about not helping in the house. We've already discussed that. You know, the kitchen is not the office of a woman. It's for everyone.
Yeah.
The bedroom is not for women to clean, the living room, taking care of kids. Not for, you know, we should be able to help once in a while and stuff. And there's nothing in this life, you know, running around trying to build a skyscraper without a happy home is actually useless.
My people will say, why are you amassing wealth when you are not even there for your kids? But, I mean, I want to believe that you're doing all this because of your kids, but the kids you're doing all this for, you're not even there for them.
No, actually, they're not doing it for the kids.
So why did
let me break it down to you. If you live in America, you are here in the state. The system does not require that you should build wealth for your kids.
I know.
Now, all you need to give your kid is a sound education. Very good education. When you do that, when you give your kid the right kind of education, they will grow to get a better job, a good job, and then they live their life. All right. All of these. I want to build mansion. I want to build skyscraper. It's just to feed our ego. All these things we do it. I want to buy Range Rover.
It's high time.
So,
people realize.
Yeah, but people want. It is our society. It's part of our culture to demonstrate that ego. Yeah, you know, I'm making money. Let people know I make money. All right. I want to do big things and all kinds of stuff. So because when you finish building all these mansions and stuff in Africa, your children are not going back there.
No, even yourself, if you go on vacation, you can spend 6 months straight.
No.
So the house will just be there, and you keep, you know, maintaining it.
Mr. David, leave me alone. Mama has more point. I don't care if she has more point. I have point too. I have my own point, Mr. David. They say thank you. I have my point.
Thank you, Mr. David.
I have point.
Thank you. That's
no be you people are the fight for. Are the fight for all of you now? You deserve to say Mama has point more than me instead of supporting me.
No, we have to be realistic.
We are realistic too. So they do that for their ego.
To feed their ego.
And then eventually when they are old, then they now realize that vanity upon vanity.
Exactly.
All
so
is vanity. A man right now who is divorced and he believes he's enjoying life because the opportunity and the privilege is there for him to sleep with multiple partners and stuff. A day will come.
Yes.
All right. When that day will come, that vacuum, the emptiness that he has been trying to cover all this while will be revealed. So that's when he'll be looking for somebody to now marry him or stay with him to take care of him when they are old.
Yeah.
Instead of them now building a family. See, when you build a family, every one of us, you know what we do is that marriage is crazy, but we enjoy it. We enjoy it because you need me and I need you.
That's it.
You see, there's going to be a day that you will need me and I'm going to be there. But some people will need people and nobody's going to be there for them. And that's the problem right there. And I always tell people, don't take this opportunity that you are divorced today and think that's the way it's going to be. I just sleep around and whatever. Take this opportunity, make use of it to become a better person. Look and find another person that is actually good for you to be your companion. Go back and marry somebody. Because one day is going to be one day. I see old people on the street. The wife is stronger. I posted something today. Let me read it to you. I'll just read very few. It's very, very funny. Now, somebody posted it on the group and I copied it. This man listed the names of a lot of people. Jomo Kenyatta died, his wife is alive. Mandela died, the wife is alive. Let me look for the name. Muritala Mohammed died, his wife is alive. Abata died, the wife is alive. Ajumobi died, the wife is alive. Akala died, the wife is alive. Umaru Musa died. Alaafin died.
Yeah.
All his wives are alive. You know, a day is going to come, you're going to be old, you're going to be weak, you're going to be sick. Outsiders cannot take care of it. They might come once in a while to check on you.
Yeah.
You know, but it is your partner, your wife, your husband. That person will be the one to run around for you, take care of you at that point in time. Nigerian men need to know that stuff. So, you know, they don't need all that kind of running around. The man is working 24/7, he's trying to accumulate wealth, not for the kids. The kids, they only need education. When you give them good education, they're gonna. You see, some of those kids will just wake up one day and say, "Mom, I'm going to Spain."
Even if you want to, accumulate property, do it minimally. Not that you want to litter the whole city, the whole country with your, whatever. Do it moderately, then enjoy your
And
life.
family,
Stay with your
still family.
Yeah.
Don't be doing things and just be doing it for no reason at all.
Yeah.
So
Because
that
at
part,
the end of the day, when you make that money and your family is not where to be found, they are not there, you can enjoy it by yourself.
It's always good to have family. And something I saw, and I didn't feel good about it. Not really for my sake, or not for the person's sake, but for my sake. You see, there is this family. All of their kids, all of the children, they're here in America. The father, the mother, they're here in America. And then once every year, they'll have a family cruise. Father, mommy, everybody, husband of wife, husband of this, the in-laws, everybody will go on a cruise. And then when they come back, they now do a kind of a family, whatever, party and all kinds of things. Then their dad will sit down and start asking questions and all that stuff. And I looked at it and said, my God, I love that. My own dad is in Africa. My mom is dead. My sister is in Canada. My brother is in Canada. My sister is in Nigeria. My sister is in... at the end of the day, it's not really possible to do such kind of stuff. And you see this family thing, like we coming together like that, it's a wholesome stuff that we eat a lot of things.
Yeah, that is why the Americans come about this Thanksgiving thing, that it's all about family.
Yeah,
it's all about family.
It is.
Family, it's really great.
So let's move further. Now, the woman now said 12 years. So you've been living in an abusive relationship for 12 years. Yes. And she said something about no constant sex in the home and stuff like that. And you didn't do anything and stuff. And my question to you is that, why is it that you African women always love to keep quiet and suffer? You cannot talk to, even if you want to talk to pastor, you go and talk to prophets, and you cannot go to see a counselor. You cannot go and report the case to 911. You just sit down there and be suffering. Why?
Yeah, you know what? We need to disconnect from this brainwash that our parents have done to us. Because, you see, back in the day, they will tell you that, women, you need to just endure. Marriage is all about endurance. So, if for the sake of your kids, even if the guy is beating you, even if he's doing all sorts, you have to stay there and take care of your kids, because that is what good women, that is what they do and all that. So whatever you're passing through, then there's this other thing that they see divorced women. It's kind of a stigma when you are divorced, and people will be looking at you somehow and all that. And even, recently the churches too, if you are divorced, they look at you in a way, they don't make you function in church and all that. So those are the things that women, that they think about, and they kind of want to stay quiet and all that. But it is high time we stopped all this. We need to speak out. We need to, think of ourselves, think of our children. You have to be alive. You have to be happy to even enjoy your kids, to enjoy your life. So we need to speak out.
I don't just
we need to disconnect.
See,
we need to disconnect from all this brainwash.
Listen, I don't believe in a woman staying in the home and 12 years suffering and all of that. You have wasted the most important part of your life. the most important part of your life you have wasted.
Mm.
The time you're supposed to enjoy yourself, you wasted it.
Mm.
And I see that a lot of Nigerian women, they are afraid of their husbands.
Yeah, like I said, that's the kind of the brainwash.
They're afraid of their husbands. They can't tell him to come, I want to talk to you. They can't sit down with their husbands to talk and have conversation at all. So they just stay there just like a slave, and that's it.
Yeah, that is why you have to think twice before you get married to someone. You have to. It has to be a special relationship between you and whoever you want to marry. That guy or that lady should be a friend that you're comfortable talking to and all that. Not the lion of his house that
But
you
I really don't think it was like I think normally things. I mean, relationship normally start on the ground whereby you guys are friends anyway. All the
So how come you are afraid to talk to the guy? How come?
Yeah, along the line, the man wants to dominate the woman.
Then
So they take your voice. They take your voice.
You don't allow anyone to take away your voice.
The way they do it, you don't
How do they
understand.
do it?
This is how they do it. They become physically abusive.
Then when it comes to
You-
physical abuse,
see-
you need to talk to
You
someone.
see, that's what I'm saying. You see, all of these women that are crying and stuff like that, the men, their husband has been beating them for a long time, slapping, kicking.
Yeah, that is why.
So when they do that on you, you keep quiet.
You see, someone that may be physically abusive, the moment you are dating, the guy must have slapped you one time or the other. And even if that does not even happen, the moment you are married and the guy raises his hand to slap you or hit you, then you know there is a problem. And that is when you need to talk to someone, or you tell him, if you ever do this again, that's it.
That's what?
That's
Divorce?
it for me. Well, I mean, I can't take this.
How many Nigerian women could think like that?
That is why
They don't want to get divorced. Number one, the parents will say, "Oh, no divorce," then they want to die there.
when someone starts physically abuse, in fact, it's not even about physical abuse. If it's emotional, if it's any form of
Nigerian women don't think like that.
any form of
They believe that
abuse,
once you're married, you stay married.
allow it. No,
And
not
that
anymore. Not anymore. And what is most important, for women to do is to have something doing. Have something that brings in money for you, so that you don't totally depend on a man. The moment you start depending on a man, he knows there is nothing you can do. There is nowhere you can go. You can't, feed yourself, not to talk of feeding your kids. So, but when you're financially stable, it might not be so much of a money, but if you have something that comes in for you, that you can, start from somewhere, that will give you, a kind of a mindset that no, I don't need to, go through abuse in any
All right,
form.
let's move further because of our time. Now, women are supposed to speak out. They're supposed to talk. 12 years is too long for someone to suffer. You're supposed to have said something. And sometimes when I do counseling, I'll ask these women, how long have you been in a relationship? They've been there for 14, 15, 16 years. And I ask them, have you shared this issue with your pastor? They'll say no. Have you shared this issue with anybody? Say no. And stuff. So they love to just stay there and suffer. All right. So we're not supposed to suffer. We're supposed to speak out and look for solution to our life. Now, don't be afraid maybe the guy is going to dump you or not. If the guy should dump you, he's not your husband in the first place. Anybody who dumps you when you're looking for solution is not your partner.
One other thing that I know that women are usually afraid of is that when they speak out about their issues, they believe they'll start peddling, their stories around, and there's some pastors, they will preach on their stories and all that.
Yeah, but they don't mention you. They don't mention your name now.
You don't even need to think about that. You need to think about your sanity, about your well-being. Whoever is saying anything about your situation, leave them to God. But just take care of yourself. Take care of you.
I know. Take care of yourself. Speak out.
Speak
Say
out.
something.
You need to speak out.
What could happen that will make a woman to start dating another person
Wow.
even while still married? While still married. How easy is that?
That means they have totally, disconnect.
Well,
Total disconnect.
total disconnect.
Yeah, but now you don't want to make it official. You're still in that place, which is not good at all.
Okay, she got caught now. The man found out that she's dating another person because the guy noticed that the woman that used to look sad, pale, worn out, now she's glowing. She's bubbling. Now she's happy. Now she's always talking on the phone. Now she's singing when she's cooking. Now she's getting dressed up.
Wow.
Now everything is actually, right. Even the kids at home, they were talking about one uncle, and stuff like that. And she doesn't bother him anymore about anything. So he noticed that, and he started investigating, and he found out that the woman is now dating a younger guy. All right, dating a younger guy. For me, men do it. By having girlfriends, side chicks, and all that. When we in the society, when we hear it, it's no news. And it's a woman. It's a man. But when
polygamist by nature.
so when a woman, when it's happening through a woman, it will raise the dust.
It's a taboo.
Yeah, it's not supposed to happen. Why will you have Olori Lulu Legbe Okiri when you're still married? I believe she should.
Morally, it's morally wrong when you still,
Yeah, just discuss it, divorce the man, and go marry another person. Than for you to actually remain in your home and then you go outside.
It's even sending a wrong signal to the kids.
Do you? Which wrong signal? American kid will tell you, "Mommy, divorce daddy and go."
Yeah, divorce, but she's not yet divorced.
No,
she's still
they see
doing that. That's what I'm saying.
She's not going to tell the kids, "This is my boyfriend." The kids are calling him uncle. Must have introduced that guy as Uncle Yideo. Or this is a friend or a co-worker. Won't say I'm going out with him or whatever. But it's just that Friday night she gets dressed up to go out on a date. With who? Maybe friends, maybe not. All right? But I believe that she's human. 12 years staying in the same place, hell. No sex, no nothing. And right now she feels like, okay, let me just leave. And just live my life. All right? I know a lot of couples.
That's why I'm saying.
I know a lot of couples that are doing open relationship.
She should do it right.
I know couples do open relationship.
Well,
open relationship as in like you can do what you want, I can do what I want, but we live in the same house, we take care of our kids. Then we share the deal. You pay 50% of the rent, I pay 50% of the rent and stuff, and then I'll still come home, you still come home. I'm not going to bring a woman home, you are not going to bring a man home.
And they still have a sexual relationship?
If they want, they will still have it. It's an open relationship. People do it now. A lot of people do it now.
That's serious.
Because the men don't want to stay home. They just want to be outside. So the women are actually thinking, I don't want to be a single mother. I don't want to be a divorcee. Just like what you said. The church will actually, they will demonize you.
Wow.
All right? You don't want to be a divorcee. You want to stay in the marriage. So you agree. And say, you know what? Let's do open relationship.
Wow. This is serious.
And you're not going to bring any man home. I'm not going to bring any woman home. So I'm going to take my fight, everything outside, and then we still come home. We still be husband and wife. We go to church together. We go to parties together if we want. And then we can still be having sex if we want.
That's terrible.
It is terrible and stuff. But people do it now because in the name of I want to keep my marriage.
Wow.
I want to keep my marriage. I want to keep my marriage. And that's why some people do swinging. They call it swingers. The wife, Nigerians are doing it now.
Hey.
They have like a little club
the wife is
whereby they have I was thinking of inviting you. Let us go. Yeah. So they have this little group, like 10 husband, 10 wife, like 10 couples, sorry. And they hold meetings constantly and they can be able to swing. As in like you can sleep with my wife, I can sleep with your own wife.
Wow.
So it's no longer cheating, it's something that we agree to and we know. And we are doing it among ourselves.
That is not a African way of life. We might be a Western way, but
is being gay African way of life?
It's not.
Yeah, but Africans are doing gay now. Being gay again.
Jesus Christ.
You know, so people do a lot of different stuff. Even pastors, they engage in anal sex with another man. All right, in the name of being popular, in the name of making money, and all kinds of stuff like that. So, but the issue is that are we supposed to blame this woman for stepping out?
You see, like I said, she has to do it right.
Well, guys, the telephone number to use is on the screen. Telephone number is 405-550-5135 for today. 405-550-5135. You can make a phone call in if you have any contribution or whatsoever. You and Mama making good question.
Yeah,
should we blame her?
Yeah, because she needs to do things right.
Yeah.
Get out of a relationship before going into another. Okay, she can even separate with the guy. They might not, if they are not living under the same roof. That is even, not talk of, it's wrong. It's a wrong thing to do.
So we should blame the woman for doing that.
Well,
Old was yeah, Old wasn't. And the effect, seeing. She started glowing. She, the younger guy gave her love, showed her, love and affection, support, help. It might be fake.
Yeah,
probably the guy is collecting money. Maybe she's getting money from her.
Maybe.
But
and all this, like I said, you don't even know what that guy could turn out to be at the end of the day. Now that everything is, going on well. Yeah, like I said, because she's still in her husband's house. Maybe that is why the moment she gets out of that husband's wife, that guy might not even be as reliable as he pretends to be.
I really don't think she want to marry the younger man. It's not about being with the younger man. The younger man is just more like a pet. Yeah, it's just a pet. It's not like she want to leave. But but she didn't do it well. She couldn't hide it because now the effect is showing on her. The effect is showing on her. The man is loving, caring, and now she's glowing and all kinds of stuff. She couldn't hide it. It's a sin. It's not something that anybody should go into, should do. But people do. Yeah. Everybody will come and preach in church and say premarital sex is bad. They still do it. Come and preach in church and say lying is bad. People still lie. Yeah. Come and preach in church and say adultery is not good. They still do it. Yeah. So people do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, we can't judge her. But morally, it is not right. That's my take.
Morally, it's not right. Biblically, it's not right. Spiritually, it's not right. It's wrong. Yeah. The best thing should have been do everything possible to save that marriage. Yeah. And if it's not possible, then
you move out, you get separated.
Yeah. I'm waiting for your phone calls, guys. Guys, you want to make a phone call in? The telephone number is 405-550-5135. You can make that phone call in right now. We're waiting for you to contribute on the show at the moment. So it's a little difficult. In this case. The man is now angry. The man is now asking for divorce at the moment. He started it by leaving his home.
Somebody said no, but she needs to separate first. But some women have no choice than to do it that way. So it's 50-50.
But it's not right.
It's not.
You can't do it that way. You shouldn't. You're not supposed to do it that way. Supposed to do it right in a good way.
Yeah.
The man started it by abandoning
because at the end of the day, people are going to blame this woman now and all that. But apparently something led to it. But you see, the way you address situation, the way you handle situation at the end of the day makes you to be blamed or otherwise.
Oh no, the people will blame the woman. It's not. It doesn't look good on the resume of the woman that you're cheating.
Yeah.
For a man, they will say, "Oh, he's a man."
Yeah.
But for a woman, everybody
And for
will be
all
like,
you
"No."
know, too, that man too could be cheating.
Of course, he will be because he's not coming home to have sex with his wife.
So, but now,
and it's not right. The man started that stuff. He abandoned his home, abandoned his kid. Like I actually discussed with a little girl the other day. 19 years old.
Somebody said,
craving
please,
for.
let governments come in to this matter. The only way you can help this issue is to push the Nigerian government to make laws that will protect women like America.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have it. Nigerians, in Nigeria, we have laws, to protect women. We have law in Nigeria. We have law in Nigeria. We don't just implement those laws.
Exactly. And the moment you have the moment you have a little cash to throw around, everything is just watered down. Even if you are wrong and you have money in Nigeria, you can turn things around. You can turn things around, but not here. They make sure that they stick by whatever they say.
You will see that the preaching in church is enslaving women. The pastor will preach to enslave women.
But I guess things are changing right now.
What is changing? Nothing is changing.
I guess people are getting a better understanding.
They're not getting it. People are not getting it.
People are saying it and they will get it, but Rome was not built in a day. So
my Facebook page got blocked again yesterday.
Wow.
Why? Because I posted the video of a woman who got beat up. The mouth was messed up, the back, the breast, everything. I posted it and Facebook blocked me because of that and stuff. All right. So, but the issue is just that people are still inside of these relationships.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that you can imagine the number of years that we have been brainwashed that you cannot speak as a woman, that you cannot go out of your husband's house, you cannot divorce your husband and all that. So now that there's a kind of, reorientation that we are trying to tell women that you don't need to stay in an abusive relationship and all that.
How many of them are listening to you?
It's not going to happen overnight.
No, the issue is your leaders. Your leaders don't believe in that message. Your leaders don't believe in that message. And if the leaders that they listen to don't believe in that message, whatever you say here doesn't matter. If Adeboye should come out now and say this thing you're saying, all the women in Redeem, everybody will listen. If Adeboye is saying this thing that you're saying right now, everybody will stand up and start listening. Their leader doesn't believe it. Paul and nature doesn't believe it. He believes divorce is not allowed. So people can die in abusive relationship. So that's what they preach. So what they preach is what their members are listening to. So it doesn't matter. If you say something, they will say it's because you're in America. Oh, he has Americanized. So anybody who is American that say anything that's contrary to what they preach, you are backslidden. You are going to hell. Understand? So how do you think they're going to listen? People just live their life based on instruction from their pastors.
And that is why it is very, very important to have, a personal relationship with your God that you
They're not preaching personal relationship. They are preaching have a relationship with pastor.
Have a relationship with God and read your Bible. Get your own.
Who is reading Bible in Nigeria?
People are.
They're not reading Bible. They're only underlining it. They underline it. They use pen to underline Bible. They don't read it. You think they read it?
Okay, even if you don't read it, like you said, have a personal relationship with God.
They don't know what it means.
Have a personal relationship with God. God will download onto you.
They don't know what it means to have.
And when you have issues and you go to God, you're sure to hear from God.
They don't know what it means to have personal relationship with God. What does it mean? They don't know. They don't know.
Talk to God by yourself. You don't need a pastor to hear what your God is saying.
They don't know what it is. The definition of personal relationship, they don't know it. Even Christianity that we're talking about, they don't know Jesus. They don't know Jesus. I actually wrote something yesterday. I'm about to post it today. That the church service without the knowledge of Christ is a waste of time.
Mm.
The church, I was at the church yesterday. I was just saying, I actually posted it. I was at the church yesterday, it was 1 hour service. 1 hour straight service. Nothing like devil. The pastor didn't mention devil. The pastor didn't mention enemy. Throughout his whole 15-minute preaching. No devil, no enemy, and the preaching made sense like a no man's business.
Mm.
And the choir came, they sang perfectly. One song. And at the end of it, the man said, instead of praying today, can you give somebody a hug and say, I love you? I was shocked. I said, yay. I quickly sent the message to PD Canada. I sent it to Dio. I started sending that message all around. I said, listen to this. How many Nigerian church will now say, let us go to hug somebody and say, I love you instead of praying? They will say, this pastor is going to hell. This pastor doesn't know God. All right. And the pastor said, instead of praying, hug somebody and say, I love you. And you know, funny thing about this stuff is that hugging somebody and saying I love you already will actually melt the problem of that person you hug. That person will feel the love. And then you hug and say, oh, I love you. I love you with the love of Jesus. And then they go. But we will actually be, want to tear heaven. We tear heaven. Oh, hallelujah. Open somebody. Say, ah! If we don't do that, you know, it's not going to work. And that's why many of our women remain inside abusive relationships, because they believe in all what those pastors are saying. That's what they believe in.
May the Lord help us.
That's the prayer. That's the prayer we got to pray. May the Lord help us. You know, if they're not us, then. Do you know people in America? It's not about location. You know, people, they move from Nigeria to America. I'm thinking, if you are in America, at least, you know, you're supposed to be singing. But I
should be off.
Yeah, but I just noticed that it's a lie. It is the same mentality. Oh, somebody called. Oh, you can go ahead and call back. Don't cut it. Call back. You know, it's the same thing. They live in America, but their brain is still working like in Nigeria. That's the same brain working. And I listened to it. I was like, what? In America, you're still living the same life? That's not supposed to be. But that's exactly the way it is. Our people are the problem of our life. Yeah. People are not willing to read the Bible. They're not willing to get interpretation of all the scriptures. When you go on Google any chapter of the Bible, you will see the explanation, all everything. People will write different stuff based on their own understanding. You can read different versions of the Bible. For you to understand it. And when you talk about personal relationship with God, it means that you find God by yourself.
Yes, sir.
Is it kneel down and just pray to Him? Nigerians don't believe in God. They don't believe He exists. The only person they see is the pastor. And the pastor is the only one that is talking to God on their behalf. And then that's why the pastor is the one saying, raise up your hand, jump down, shout yay, rock this one. Somebody posted something. I don't know about you, sorry. When they go to Mecca, what do they do to Islam?
Oh,
the throw
what? Stones and Satan.
When they go to Jerusalem, what do they do to the stone? They go and kiss the wall, the stone. There's a rock. They go and kiss it. In Jerusalem is there. In Mecca is there. In Nigeria, we now put a stone on the ground and we are now pouring oil on it. We're not saying they are worshiping them. No, tell me the stuff. And majority of you Nigerians, I want to go to Jerusalem. That's what they do in Jerusalem. They go and kiss the wall. They kiss the rock. They do all. When they go to Mecca, they stone the rock. And in Nigeria, there is a rock on the ground. Somebody is putting power on it. And you say this is your worship. You know, but to actually know God by yourself, you know Him in spirit and in truth. You believe He exists. That's right. You can talk to Him, and you are able to hear Him. He's talking back at you. You're talking to Him also. All right? You have a personal relationship with Him that you know Him through His words.
And there's no special place for prayers.
You know, there's no special place for prayer. They will go and create special prayer ground.
You can be in the bathroom, On the toilet.
Special prayer ground. And then we go there, we're more day. We not go there. You know, people travel from America to Nigeria because they want to go and pray inside of that land.
Yeah, that's what they believe.
You see, because they will leave America to go down there.
Their faith is.
Which stupid faith?
And the faith should be in God.
God is everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave America to go to Nigeria to pray one stupid prayer. You don't have to. Wherever you are, pray there. And that is where God is going to hear you. And as a matter of fact, God doesn't live anywhere. He lives in you.
Yes, sir.
They don't know that. So, in the moment you are able to change your life and stop allowing some pastors to use you for meal, and then they come and then they ask you, raise up your hand, you do something, and then they cajole you with all of this stuff. You see, the question I always ask them, and I will still ask today, is that if you have all of this power, there is a special ground for prayer. Why don't you go there and pray that Nigeria turn around? Nigeria turn around. Let us see a change in your prayer. That your prayer ground that is so powerful. Let us see what happens. If truly you guys have power, like you say you have power, let us and all of them gather together. Let us turn to Aso and speak to it. And let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So these are the stuff I want people to know. That people need to start thinking right. Go and face your life. Go and face your life. Build your life. Stop going to church 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Stop going to church 6 o'clock in the morning. Those are the time you're supposed to spend building your life and working. As a woman, what's the problem? No abusive relationship. Open 6 o'clock in the morning. You see all the women. They say 6 o'clock prayer meeting. Women. 12 o'clock prayer meeting. Women. 6 o'clock prayer meeting at night. Women. All right. Why would they die in abusive relationship? Why? Any church you go to where they are killing enemy, women. Go there. Go check it out. So it is actually you women need to go and talk to each other. It is time for women to actually wake up and stop believing they're the only ones suffering. People are suffering everywhere. And what we need to do is to educate ourselves and then stand up, know God by ourselves, and pray for yourself. And that's how you lead your kids too. Your daughters will grow up and they be like you. I was listening to you the other day when you said, Demola said that, do you remember when when you were young?
No,
mommy?
No, there was a video clip.
Yeah.
That one woman was, putting the anointing on our kids, I think at night also. So Demola now sent the video clip. I was now asking me, do you remember this thing? Does she still do this? I was like, what?
Now you normally you anoint them with anointing.
In the middle of the night. Oh my
God. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now that he is actually encouraged, are you still anointing our baby or anointing our head now?
She said she could remember that when she was sick or something that I would do that to her.
Okay. That's the issue. I remember, when I was very young also, when anything happened, mommy would say, go and bring Bible. She will pray and then she will just open one and just touch one and just read it and say, that's what God is saying. So I believe it. I believe women should be trained. I believe we need more men empowerment, women empowerment, especially women. Women must stop all this nonsense. Women, you must stop all this yama. You stop it. You don't need all this thing. You see, you don't need a man to be great in life. A man doesn't need a woman to be great in life. It's not really compulsory, but it's still good for us to actually be together. So if we decide to be together, let us be together. And let's work very hard to keep the relationship going. But at the same time, we must not put our lives into the hands of one prophet or one pastor or whatever. Know the God that you serve by yourself so that you can actually be able to focus on your family. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You see, church without knowledge of God is nonsense. And so many women are like that. They don't know God,
Mm.
but they go to church. They don't know God, but they go to church.
They know their pastors.
Yeah, they know their pastor, but they don't know God. And it's good to know God.
Yeah.
And when you know God, you will not worship pastors.
Yeah, God should be the
Yeah,
center.
when you know God, you won't worship pastors.
Mm.
Pastor will be there, he's a human being like everybody.
Yeah.
And you will be in your own. And all of us will now start worshiping God, referencing God. This woman now, she made a big mistake.
Yeah.
She's supposed to have said something at the first day when that stuff started happening.
Yeah.
To seek for support, speak out, and look for solution to the problem.
And I want to believe the problem didn't start, before
12 years.
Yeah, it didn't start 12 years ago.
No, it started a long time before 12 years.
No, I don't believe that. It didn't, because when they had 2 kids, right?
Oh.
I'm sure it doesn't start that way with
No,
them.
that's what I'm telling you. It started way before 12 years.
No, I believe it started after, because when they newly married, I'm sure that guy was not working like that.
No,
maybe sometimes after, maybe like 5 years after.
They have been having problems. They have been having problems way before that. Man. It was just 12 years ago that she shut down.
Oh, okay. So the marriage is even more than 12 years.
Of course. Yeah, she died 12 years ago.
Oh,
that was the time she shut down. She shut down 12 years ago. Okay. And within that 12 years and today, that was when everything got dabarooed until she met the younger guy. And then the younger guy now, is refertilizing her.
She should have said something.
Said something. Yeah. All right? You don't have to talk to your pastor.
And see,
if your pastor is not a marriage counselor, you don't talk to him. If your pastor is a prophet, don't talk to him. Because he's going to tell you it's one power and principality that is following you. All right? You need to go and sign up for counseling session and let them look into it and talk to your husband. All right? I took a woman some days ago, and the woman said, I'm not sure my husband will want to speak with you. I said, give me the number. And I called the husband, and the husband actually just started talking, and I was on the phone with the husband for another 1 hour. And we were able to actually get to the bottom of some stuff, and then we're going to be, completing the whole session with that. And that's the stuff. Women, you need to talk. You would think your husband will fly up and because you're afraid of them or whatever. Don't. You say something.
They might even be, willing to talk to somebody. Maybe they
not their
don't
pastor.
even have the opportunity or.
Men don't want to talk to their pastor. They want to talk to somebody else.
So, yeah.
All right, they want to talk to somebody else.
And that is why it is usually good to talk to the professionals, because you don't even know them. And even if you know them, they're not going to, peddle your story around.
No, the issue is just that they talk with you, and that's the end of it. They don't know you, you don't know them, they don't come to your house and stuff. So they will be able to educate your husband or the wife and get you guys on track and keep building and keep going and all kinds of stuff like that. And that's it.
Yeah.
And secondly, men, I think it's time for us to grow up as men. We need to focus more on the family, not the society. When you are trying to belong, you're trying to belong. Oh, I did just bought a Benz, I want to buy mine too. Or I did just build a skyscraper, I want to build mine too. You're going to lose focus of your family. And then you start looking for money. And at the end of the day, that money will just destroy you and stuff. And thirdly, we need to focus on our children. Not just our wife. All right? Children, very important. Very, very important.
Yeah, somebody said she messed up though because she should have sat down with the man, and if divorce is warranted, it should have been done. I'm sure she's expecting the divorce from her husband too.
Maybe.
I think she started the new relationship to end the marriage.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But she told me she wanted to keep her home. Maybe that's a lie. I don't know, but So let's focus on our children too. As a man, your daughter, that's your girlfriend, and you are the boyfriend of your daughter. And the mother, the boyfriend of the son, that of the mother. So you need to teach them to love, connect with them, take them out, listen to them. Don't be a bully. Talk to your children. Let them have a relationship with you. Before you get to know it, she's 3 right now. By the time you blink, she'll be 18. And 18, she's gone. And when she's gone, that little relationship, that little foundation you've been able to lay will go with her to wherever she's going to. She will not be sleeping with the dog because she'll remember where she's from, you know, and stuff. She will not be doing twerking online because she'll remember where she's from. If my dad should see this, it will give my dad a heart attack. If anybody should tell my dad I'm doing this, my dad may die because of it. Because there is a relationship. So when you have a relationship and with your own children,
what is expected,
and they know it, and they will not depart from it. It's like you've already put them on that line, and that's the way they're going to continue in their lives. And you will find out if you have relationship with your wife, your children, and you focus on your family, divorce is never going to be the order. It's not going to ever be whatever it is that's going to come because you guys will always want to talk about things. You know, what normally causes divorce is that the man is not willing to talk. And the woman is frustrated. And then the woman will now start insulting him, abusive relationship and all kinds, abusive whatever. And that's where everything will now start turning all around and then the wala will just stop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching us today. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. We're going to be having Mama Peki around once in a while like this, just to talk with us. And I'm about to jump on my computer and go to work right now. And thank you very much, everybody, for allowing us to be part of your life. If you want to call, if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to me through that number on the screen, 405-550-5135. And I'm going to be coming back to you guys today to announce my singles. I have so many singles in London, in Nigeria, in Canada, and in America. But I want to focus on London today. I'm going to be focusing on London today. So I'm going to be advertising my London singles today by the way. So watch out. Don't go nowhere. And thank you very much. And God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.